What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with this week's haul video. Got quite a few books to go through, but man, I'll tell you what, some of the things going on. Let's see what is going on. Man, I was watching a channel the other day. I can't remember the channel's name. I'm sorry, I didn't take any notes. I wasn't planning on discussing it, but this guy is a CBCS guy. You know, that's his go-to grading service, and he was doing a video where he was showing comparisons where the gap between CGC and CBCS has started to narrow, and that, you know, CBCS books were starting to hold as nearly as much value as CGC. And he seemed really excited about it, and I just kind of, I even commented, you know, and I probably shouldn't have, but I even commented that, but I just don't think that it's really anything to get that excited about. I mean, so what? If CBCS ends up eclipsing CGC as the number one go-to, then what do you think's going to happen? All the opportunities for the shady practices and the subpar quality standards and all the things that are plagued CGC right now are just going to shift over to CBCS, and those opportunities are going to be presented to them just like they were CGC opportunities for paper grade, and selling their exclusives on Whatnot through, you know, through a friend of the company's, you know, Whatnot sites, you know, and the same problems are going to plague. And then what is everybody going to do? Go to PGX? PGX ain't even trying, I don't think. But so I don't know. I really don't. I just, you know, everybody knows my stance on professional grading companies. I've made it no secret. I don't like them. I don't trust them. I think they've done more harm than good. I think there's a place for professional grading, but I think it should be in-house within your LCS. They should be, you know, trained and certified as professional graders. And then you can take your books to your LCS and they can look it over and grade it right in front of you, man. No swapping books, no, oops, I dropped it, but I'm not going to tell the customer. I'm just going to say that's how it showed up. All this, no blaming it on the mailman. It's just there. It's in front of your face. It's legit. And people say, well, maybe that's conflict of interest. But I mean, of course, there would have to be some regulations, some rules within that, you know, where it comes to grading your own books and selling them. I would say that you probably lose your license if you grade books for yourself to sell in your shop, so that it avoids that conflict of interest. But I think that's the way to go. Sending them off to some stranger who is going to look your book over and then, you know, go, oh crap, oh dang, I damaged the corner. Corner damaged 9.0 on your 9.8 book. There's right now, that's you know that happens. You know it. I've seen videos on it a million times over, and it doesn't matter whether you take pictures of your book before, then they just blame it on the mailman. Must have got damaged in shipping. Not our fault. But there's no accountability. They don't take, they don't, you know, own up to their mistakes. And then now with the banana books, oh, what? Our case made your book look like this? Well, that's not hurting the book. That doesn't affect grade. Well, send them a book that looks like that. They set it on the table and this thing is bent. Yeah, don't worry, it's a dollar bin book I'm doing this with, so don't stress out. But your book is shaped like a freaking rainbow or banana. Send it to them like that, and I'll guarantee you all of a sudden it matters when they grade it. So they're not going to give a book shaped like a banana come in and then give it a 9.8. That's just not going to happen. So, no accountability. They don't take responsibility for their downfalls, their shortcomings, and it'll just pass from one grading company to the next. Whoever's on top, it'll just pass. It'll be the same problems no matter which place you go to. So I'm not that excited about the gap closing. Again, I see where people, again, if you're trying to flip a book, professional grading companies are the way to go. I mean, I could take this dollar bin Conan book, send it to CGC, pay $20 and get it graded, professional graded, and sell it for 50 or 100, or whatever, So as far as, getting the most value for your book, if you're trying to sell them, then yeah, nobody artificially inflates the price of a book like professional grading services. So if that's your gig and that's what you do is flip books for profit, there's your go-to. But enough. I've rambled on enough about the professional grading companies. I mean, I think they're a scam. My opinion. Not everybody agrees with them or with me. But on a lighter note, last night couldn't sleep, so I sat up and watched Venom 3: The Last Dance. My dad. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. It was okay. I think that the implications from the movie are greater than the movie was as a whole. I think what it's trying to set up for and what it's implying for the future of the MCU, I think is looking cool. But yeah, they're setting up for Noel in a bigger, grander scheme of things as a main antagonist. So that part's cool. That's something to look forward to. As far as the movie went itself, it was just okay. It wasn't anything. I didn't shut it off and go, holy crap, that was awesome. It was like, it was all right. It kept my attention. I didn't fall asleep during it, which is usually what happens when a movie starts to suck or drag. A lot of action. It kept moving, so it wasn't slow paced. So I give them credit for that. So decent movie. I'd give it a C plus. Give it a C plus. A little above average, but nothing outstanding, Anyway, but like I said, I have got a stack of books. As promised last week, I got some, I grabbed the wrong stack of books, so that almost happened. So I need my Midtown stuff and then these. So not quite as big a stack as it was, because I promised you last week today we would do some Teen Titans that I picked up. So now we only got a few. I had my books piled on the wrong stack, but next week's stack, they're kind of a hodgepodge. This Next week I could do mostly the one that's mostly ASM, but it's got some other stuff mixed in. Or I've got another one that's just a hodgepodge of, but man, this one, some Justice League and stuff. But actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's do this. I'm going to combine this week's with this week's. All right, we're going to add lib here, so we have a bigger stack. Next week I'll do the other stack. Yeah, I know I've gotten into buying some stuff. I'm really hitting the whatnot auctions pretty hard. Sometimes I just stumble on a seller who's just giving shit away, and I can't help myself. But let's get into it. First book, I'm gonna start off hot. Saw these, stumbled on these on accident on eBay, looking for something else, and these popped across my feed on there, and I was like, oh my god, those are unbelievably awesome. These are limited to 1,000, and it's Looney Tunes number 277. I'm not a Looney Tunes collector, but when Del Auto pops out some shit like this, oh dude, the glare, I got them in Mylar, so I'm gonna try to get the glare off of them. But Daffy Duck as Batman, that Del Auto, I mean, that is just, it's dark anyway. But here, let's do this. You can't hardly see it. I'll put a picture right there of it. Bing. And we'll side by side. But I mean, oh my gosh. And then it was a 2-pack. It was another 277 with Bugs Bunny as Superman. Again, we'll put a picture up here so you can see it. I'll lower my finger so you can get it in there. But yeah, these Del Auto covers are limited to 1,000. They were store exclusives. Funny is that Looney Tunes 277 came out in 20. Gosh, I can't remember. 2015 or 2016. 2015 or 2016. Somewhere in there, and these were made in 2024, these variants. So it's kind of weird that they would go back, but nice companion pieces. Absolutely, just had to have them. And got a good deal on them. I was on the fence on them for $40 for the pair, and then seller sent me an offer and said, we'll do them both for $30, and I was like, okay, sold. We'll do it. So, boom, but those are just badass. All right, next up from Midtown. I only got one book for Midtown this week. And I was on the fence about whether I wanted to get it or not. And this is Wonder Woman Uncovered, #1. And it's foil, little foily goodness. But it's a collection of iconic cover art with a storyline that kind of integrates into basically the gallery book, cover gallery. So it's kind of neat. But it was foil, so I had to have it. And I'm not mad about it. But that is it. That is it for the rest of this stuff. I believe is all, it's all whatnot stuff. Start off with the Teen Titans that I promised you this week. Some really cool books. I was stoked to get them. Guy was throwing up some silver, and he was throwing them up, starting them off at $2, and nobody was even looking at them. And I'm like, how do you not look at these and jump on them? So, and of course, a couple of guys tried to run me up on it. They ran me up a couple more than $2 on a couple of them just to run me up. I really hate it when people jump in there and just for no other, they don't want the books. They just want you to not get them cheap. But anyway, this Teen Titans number 15. But gorgeous cover. But all these old covers, man, this Silver Age goodness, man, I just love it. And you all know that I'm a Teen Titans kind of guy. And then we got Teen Titans number 19. And this is where Speedy joins the Teen Titans. It's a little minor key there. Again, most of these I got for $2 to $3. I mean, they're not 9/8 candidates, but hell, they're 56, 58 years old, you know, so who cares? But I mean, it's got a, you know, you look at it and it's got some spine wear on them. But for 50 years old, 56 to 58 years old, come on. You can't expect near mint copies. Not for $2 anyway. And then we got Teen Titans number 25. First appearance of Lilith Clay and Lauren Jupiter. Love this one. Love this one. Again, most of these are going to be mid-grade. Mid to upper mid-grade. Like a very good to fine plus, you know, is in there, but still they look good. And that Mylar Magic just works wonders on them. And then next up is Teen Titans number 27. Nice one. And then we got some Teen Titans number 28, and this is in pretty good condition. So Aqualad just sucker punching Robin there. This was in really good condition for its age. We got into the 15-cent ones. This is a Cardi cover. I think this one has actually got his name on it. But loved that one. Then we got Teen Titans number 34. What was bad was because I in the auctions I was searching for these. I've been trying to put this run together. I got number 1 out of the way, you know, so I wanted to try to fill this run in, and I would say, do you have any old Teen Titans? And they would throw up Tales of the Teen Titans or new Teen Titans, and I'm like, no, the Silver Age, the original Teen Titans. Oh no, I don't have those. So I was, I finally found somebody had a stack of them. He said, I'm just going to run them all and you tell me which ones you want. And I was like, all of them. Give me a deal. So Teen Titans number 34. Nice. But yeah, again, like I said, this mid-range, like a 4.5 to 6, but this one's in better shape. This one I would call a fine plus. It's Teen Titans number 42. But that concludes my silver, and I think it creeped into Bronze Age right there at the end. But still, that concludes my Teen Titan pickups, and then that was what I was going to show today. So we're going to go into my other pickups. These I would love to put the run together of these, but they are quite pricey to get them all, and I don't know why, and they're a little bit difficult to find at a reasonable price anyway. And there's quite a few of them. But it's the Super Friends. And this is number 27. But he threw this one up there for like $1, and I was like, okay, I'll get some of that. And then this one I got, believe it or not, I got it before the little spoiler teaser that Marvel let out showing that it was actually happening. I think there was rumors of it, but I just got it as a spec, and boom, no sooner did I get the book than they started dropping trailers and teasers. But this is Wonder Man number 1, first appearance of Neil Soroyan. It's a little spec book. I don't know what, it didn't even look really good condition. I mean, this thing is, it's a near mint. It's near mint. 9.2 to 9.6 easy. And then this one, I've already got this one, but I think I even got a couple of these, but I don't know. I love the character, and it's a Rob Liefeld cover, so you kind of want to get it anyway. But it's the first appearance of Domino. It's X-Force number 8. I wish they'd have done more with Domino. I really liked her character. Really liked her character in Deadpool. Then we got X-Force number 19, the first appearance of Copycat. As herself, I should say. And I'm not sure, but I may have one of them already as well. And then a Daredevil Annual number 9. Not a key, but I didn't have it. And I mean, it's a little later than what I really wanted to pick up, but he threw it up there for $1 and I couldn't resist, so I picked it up. Then Daredevil Annual number 10. Again, not a key. And I hated this costume. Really hated that costume. I'm not going to lie. Thought it was terrible. I'm glad they did away with it. But yeah. And again, another dollar bin. I was like, okay, cool. And this one was a little bit of a key. A little minor key. I think I have a feeling that when we get some Green Lantern content out, that this character is bound to show up at some point, you know, because in DC and it's you know, never-ending struggle to be inclusive and make sure we equally represent all makes and models of people. But so anyway, but this is Green Lantern number 7 or number 192. This is the origin of Star Sapphire, so it has potential. And this one, I believe, was a giveaway. I could be wrong, but it's a cool cover. But I'm pretty sure it was a giveaway because I don't think I would have bid on it, even at $1. But this is I don't remember. I didn't even write the name of the dang book on the back of it. I usually put notes on the back, especially when they don't give you the, oh, well, sensational. I should have knew that. Let's write it on there while I got it out. Sensational She-Hulk number 1. With that Stormbreakers variant, zombie variant. Here, I'll show you and then I'll tape it back up. Kind of cool. Honestly, probably something that ends up in part of a trade or something. Just, you know, do like we do. Find somebody who goes, oh, that's a cool cover, I gotta have it, and trade for it. Next up, The Thing, number 36. Not a key, but love this cover. Love this cover with She-Hulk on the front. Yeah, it's just a cool cover. She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel versus Ms. Marvel thing going, crap, here we go. But really cool cover. I liked it. Cheap enough, I picked it up. Next up, we get into some Justice League, number 199. Again, just some old Justice League. Whenever I see any, you know, bronze or especially silver or so Justice League of America, I try to pick them up, add to my collection. Not a key. But this one is a minor key. This is Justice League of America, number 198. Debut intersection of reality, also known as the time point. So, little minor key. Now we get some Green Lantern. Fu would be proud if he hadn't gone AWOL and just disappeared completely from the community. But Green Lantern number 176, first appearance of the team of Demolition. Another cool cover. Really like that cover. Who did that one? Is it going to say Gibbons? Nice. And then we got Green Lantern number 194. This is got a classic battle between Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner. So that's a fun one. Okay, and last but not least, he threw it up for $1, and it's a gimmicky cover. It's not worth more than $1. Plus, it's got some spine ticks on it, but I couldn't help it. I pulled the trigger on it. Incredible Hulk number 418, first appearance of Talos the Untamed, and the marriage of Rick Jones and Marlowe. And it's got that really cool wedding invitation, die cut cover. Gatefold, folds out like that and back together. So it's kind of an iconic, semi-iconic. It's a highly recognizable cover that, you know, people see and everybody loves it. Everybody likes this cover. So anyway, but that is it. We made it in under 30 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. I could just die. But next week we will get into some a few Amazing Spider-Mans, Defenders, some Submariner and stuff like that I picked up on the cheap, and a couple of, if I remember correctly, there was a pretty good Grail in here, or not a Grail, but I say Grail, a pretty good major key in here. That yeah, but. Anyway, you'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out, because they are going in the haul video box. Dun 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 for next week. Anyway, super stoked. I'm happy with the books that I got. I didn't, there was a couple of giveaway. Actually, I take that back. I didn't even show the giveaways because they were so. I had that Conan book was a giveaway. I won't keep. The one seller kept giving these away, and this was crazy because I was the only one in his auction, and he kept throwing up giveaways, and I kept winning them, and I was like. He kept throwing up these, and before y'all hit me in the comments and say, oh, you should read those are awesome. They might be. It's just I'm not into the samurai stuff, but the 47 Ronin, number 3 of 5, and I wasn't going to enter. I was like, I don't want the books, so don't enter them. Let somebody else have them. Nobody else entered, so he would just keep doing the next giveaway. He would just keep throwing the same book up. So, all right, well, we'll try again and we'll give this one away. So he wasn't going to get off the books until somebody won them. So I was like, fine, fuck, I'll take them. So I got them, and then he put up some more decent giveaways that really aren't really much worth anything. But I got this giveaway, Thor of Asgard 4 of 6. New Avengers number 28. Just dollar bin books. Iron Man 238. So books that'll I'll give away again, or again I'll use as trade bait for something else, whatever. Did I miss one? Oh, I did. Another giveaway. Robotech. Is that? Yeah. Robotech 2 number 10. Another dollar book that I'll give away or whatever. But anyway, that is going to do it. I still have under 30 minutes. So before you go, please do all those YouTube things we love for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we will see you all in the next one. Peace.